as like running your household and making sure your household is good. How do you feel about that subculture where folks are using the title pastor, but maybe they're not? And granted, there's a wide spectrum
Yeah, that's
there,
what I was going to say.
right?
You're painting broad strokes.
Stephen Furtick has been pastoring for 20 years, right? That dude went through Southern Seminary. He was initially very solid when he started, and I could see him seeing that. But even then, like, I feel like, man, that dude was like 28, 29 when they planted Elevation, you know? Anyway, so what do you think about that? Like, someone that's clearly not an elder holding the title pastor.
I think you're outside of the nuanced conversation of knowing details and who's involved and all of that. I think as a blanket statement, it's a pretty dangerous territory. You're walking in. There's a reason these qualifications are set up, right?
Yes.
Because there's this inherently dangerous thing that comes with any platform, but specifically the platform of a pastor. Again, it's not flesh and bones we wage war with, but it's spirits and principalities, and you enter into a new level of spiritual attack. There's a reason that these things are in place for there to be accountability, for there to be checks and balances, because again, the body of Christ is supposed to be this beautiful example of Jesus and his relationship with us.
Yeah, that's good.
With all of those things and all the exceptions, almost exclusively in the U.S., we see all these celebrity pastors that have blown up, and obviously in different westernized countries it's happening as well. But it's a really bizarre thing, and I think we've created a really dangerous thing that is now leading us into this post-church world that we're now entering into. Right? Where
that's interesting. You drew a line between the two. You draw a line between celebrity pastor culture and post-church culture. Like, unpack that for me.
I don't know if it's necessarily just the celebrity pastor thing, but I think it's the celebrity pastor thing. It's the idea that anybody can start a church. There's really no standards to it. You can do your own thing. The idea of what a pastor is to just culture. If you go ask somebody and post on Instagram, like, what's your viewpoint of churches and pastors? And unfortunately, it's all these people that have had these terrible moral failures, or the people on the far other end of the fringes that are just saying crazy, obnoxious things. That's become the face of the church to a world that doesn't know who Jesus is. And people are walking away from their faith in droves, to a point that, there's surveys showing that by like 2050, Christians will be a massive minority. 20-25% of the population will say that they're Christian at that point. And so I think it's all of these things combined that have created this really, I think, incredible opportunity for those of us that are in this world, that are in this work and, have given our lives to serving the church. I think it's created an incredible opportunity for us, but it's also created some really murky waters.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how the next few generations play out.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Me and you've gone back and forth on this. Like, I take issue with the evangelical industrial complex.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I
about this.
take issue with like just that entire system, of like, come speak at my thing and I'll come speak at your thing. And there becomes this like club of guys that are kind of all on each other's boards, and then the conferences around it, and then the festivals around the conferences and the tours and all this sort of stuff. I don't know if, when you're talking about people being unchurched, like, I don't know if that adds a net positive or a net negative to everything.
Yeah, and again, we've talked about this where there's a lot of it that I look at and I go, yeah, a lot of this is really weird, right? Same guys speak at each other's conferences all year. We all pay a bunch of money. And most of the time it's pastors flying around and going to these things, right, that are worshiping at the altar of these dudes. And if you were to go to 8 different conferences around the country in 2023 and see the same guys, you're going to hear the same talk, right? They typically have one conference talk to go around, and they do. And it's a great money-making thing for them. And I also believe that they think that they're doing some positive good. I think they're probably just trying to pay their bills and feed their kids. Now, I look at a lot of that and I go, I don't know how helpful this is. I haven't been a conference dude for a long time now. There's much more practical things that pastors can do to get training. But where you and I have a bit of a disagreement, where we've had pushback, is you would even go to a church of our scale and size and ask questions of like, hey, is this a net positive, right? And we've had those discussions, which again, I think is a healthy discussion to have. I think the part that I've always appreciated about our friendship and relationship is we just have conversations and push back. And I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle. I don't think that having things just stand alone as these altars you can't touch, or these things you can just never speak about. I think that's a really dangerous thing that leads you into some weird places.
Yeah.
But I look at our church, because again, if you look at us, we are a Christian industrial complex. We are a large organization with a large staff. We have over 100 staff members. We bring in millions of dollars, and when if somebody were to come in and microanalyze where that money goes, the bulk of that money, just like any church or nonprofit, is going to go to facilities and staffing, right? The staff that we have. So someone's like, well, none of the money actually goes to feeding the homeless.
Right, which was kind of my critique.
That's right, right. And taking care of the orphans and the widows. And where I always push back is that, well, what is the primary purpose of us as the ecclesia, right, as the local body? I believe our primary purpose is to be a place where the gospel is preached, right? And that's what we exist to do.
Yeah.
Can you do that without a massive church? Sure. But where, again, I start to push back a little bit is we go, hey, we just had over the 10 Christmas services we did, 600 people, and again, we can debate the decision for Christ and all that matters. 600 people filled out a thing saying that they made a decision to say yes for Jesus. So for me, I look at that and go, at that level of scale, that's hard to do with you and I in our homes, right? And so I think there's a level of that where I don't think one is bad or good. I think that God can use all of the above.
Yeah.
So
I think that the tough part, I think generally people will say, well, are people getting plugged in to small groups? Are people getting discipled? Is there accountability for how the funds are spent?
Sure.
Right? And so I think there's a lot of churches that do amazing stuff. Like I'm going to have Pastor Chris Brown on from North Coast next Wednesday. I'm going to talk to you offline. Like, I think that's a great – this is Pastor Daniel Golding, if you're just tuning in, from Rock Point Church in Gilbert, Arizona. Technically not Gilbert, it's Queen Creek.
Across the street.
So you guys can look him up, check out his church. So I think when I see pastors who when we look at the macro, and I think there are pastors that do a good job.
Sure.
Chris Brown and North Coast, I think he said I think they're like 90% of their church is in a small group.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? I think of this might be a controversial one for some of you guys. Rich Wilkinson's church, right? Like, he wasn't taking a salary for the longest, and then they were, I think, only 30% of their budget was going to like facilities and buildings, but they also had a building given to them, and he's also connected with the Kardashians and all that stuff, right? But I just think there's models where when you think of like VOO Church, like you definitely think of like amazing community work that they're doing in places like Liberty City and in places like that. And so the context of I guess my statement was like, it's not that like, oh, every dollar got to go back out, right? Yeah. It's more so like, if we know we're dealing with people that are jaded towards the evangelical industrial complex. I just gave words to something that we all kind of feel innately, right? Not I, but it's a term that's been floating around for a while. I think one of the things that could help mitigate some of that is to do more philanthropy and do more work to help people. And by the way, this is something I think Mike Todd does a killer job at.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Mike Todd crushes it at giving money to he gave $1 million to this church, $1 million to that church. Yep. He's giving away. Like, I think that's beautiful, you know?
I think a big part of it is the church has kind of operated under the model that it's not so much like secret, but they just don't talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so people do what they do, and they fill in the blanks, right? And they fill in the gaps with what they suppose is happening. They see a pastor drive in on a car that's more than a hoopty, and they're like, oh, he's taking all the money.
Yeah.
And it's like, if people just knew, like truly, if somebody were to sit down and walk through, all of our finances are public record because we're a nonprofit. You can come in and request to see all of it. You can see salaries, you can see, and we do have a board that oversees all of that. We have a separate financial team that also then submits the budget numbers, and they see everything. And I know multiple guys that are on there that are brilliant with money. They're the ones that first oversee it, then it goes to the elders for the final approval, and then that gets handed to the staff to see and run and to be dealt with. But if somebody were to sit down and understand it and see it, you would go, oh, this makes so much more sense, right? The church hasn't been very forthright with it. And so the world we're moving into is going to force the church, if we're really going to go after reaching lost people and not just having sheep bounce around from different churches and getting more Christians in our church. A big part of it is going to have to be, we have to, and I'm not saying, hey, every week we just print out, dollar for dollar.
I mean, there's churches that do that too, by the way. Some Baptist churches do that.
I don't think it's a terrible thing to have some resource on your website to go, look, just go here. You can see exactly where it is,
Yep.
and be much more transparent with it,
Yep.
because it's not as crazy as people think,
Yep.
right? It's not.
I think it's just we've heard the horror stories
100%.
of the rise and fall of Mars Hill, which
Yeah.
I'm friendly with Driscoll today. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like you hear those horror stories and you hear how the funds were spent and books and budgets and trips and you know what I mean? Like you hear those things and so then you wonder like, well, wait a minute, should this stuff be spent with tithe money, right? Like it's a little different if it's like, hey, like we threw a concert or whatever, we threw a conference and then their money came in. I think that's where people will tend to have an issue, and I don't think there's anything wrong. I think it would be ideal to share transparently. This is what came in.
Yeah.
This is what went out. This is, you know what I mean? This is what we spent on staffing, what we spent on building, what we spent on this. I think that's healthy. Like, would you agree?
Yeah, and again, I think most churches do some type of annual report and give that out in big chunks, right? Again, when you look at a lot of these stories, the Mike Todd, the Stephen Furtick, the Mark Driscoll, what it is young guys that started a church that were massively talented and skilled, and it just blew up to a point that I look at that and I go, man, I one of the greatest things that I'm thankful for is that I had an opportunity when we were doing stuff at the movement to just be able to pastor and grow and learn in obscurity, that I wasn't good enough, that I blew up out of nowhere, that God was smart enough to know, like, hey, bro, you need to sit in the back and just do this with nobody around for a long time and preach at young adults ministry with 4 people, because you get to develop it over a long period of time, right? Like I look at the Chuck Smith in Calvary Chapel, and it's like he's known for this thing that blew up, but they forget that this dude pastored a church of 200 people for like 20 years before it blew up.
Yep.
And so now you see why he was able to be so healthy, and it probably wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But as I look at the stories that play out over and over and over again, a lot of them have the theme of a really young, charismatic dude that started something and it just absolutely exploded. And there's thousands and thousands of people, millions and millions of dollars. And everybody, again, the part that I appreciate most about Chris Brown is he talks about, man, people think that 2 minutes that they see me on stage, they think that that's who I am. That's not who I am. But if I'm not careful, I will begin to believe what they're saying. I'll begin to believe that, yes, the best part of my presentation, that is who I am. This is where I should find my identity.
Yeah.
And it's such a slippery slope, man. It's such a subtle foe that I don't think people appreciate it enough.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to have a skill set where you can stand in front of a couple thousand people at a time, hold their attention for 45 minutes, be funny, exegete a passage, make it applicable to their lives, make it, succinct enough, and then walk off and go, but remember, that's not about you. You can't have any type of pride. You got to be super humble.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's a grind.
I don't know if your brain knows the difference.
It's just such an unnatural physiological thing.
Oh, yeah.
All of our biology is when you walk into a room and there's everybody staring at you. Through evolution, we've learned, like, hey, and I know I use the word evolution. Probably give me for that one.
Yeah.
But it's like you learn this means I'm about to be attacked. Like these people are coming for me. So you start to have a physiological response to it. It's like it's such an unnatural thing that we've created, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. But some of the stuff we have in the church model is we have completely elevated the position of being a pastor. And if you're not somebody that is naturally relational, that pursues relationships with people who aren't impressed by you, you can unintentionally become that guy that really begins to believe all the hype of what people are saying about you.
Yeah, that's good, man. And again, like when I go back to the content creator thing, I think this is one of the things that's like amazing about YouTube.
No question.
Me and you are having this conversation, and there's 553 people here right now, right? And there's probably going to be tens of thousands that watch the replay of this. And it's just a number on the screen to me. The flip side of that is like you don't really know the weight and the impact of what you do, of what I would do on the other side, right? Like I'm from 10,000 people. This is crazy. I'm anxious. I got butterflies in my stomach, right?
It's way different.
I got to go pee a bunch of times right before I go on stage, right? If anybody that's free, that's me. I got to pee like 10 times. But the flip side of like this is like it's just numbers on a screen, and I try to go out of my way to meet as many people and interact with as many people to just remind me like, these are real people being really impacted. You mentioned something else. You mentioned 20. Furtick being 28. I think Mike Todd was in his late 20s, early 30s. Driscoll being. If we see this pattern of guys in their late 20s starting these things and the bumpy roads in the process, wouldn't we then say, hey, let's let's all be more cautious of maybe not platform. Like, I would never attend the church of a guy in his late 20s again. Like, if you're 28, 29, starting a church, I would never go to a church. I would never go to a church of a single guy. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't. I'm not saying God can't use it. That's, again, it's different, right? There's the providence of God. God can use whoever and whatever, and does use a lot of things for the good. But if we know that, like, this is messy, wouldn't we then be more cautious to create guardrails for the guy that's 28 and 29?
So I think the real question is why have we continued to create the same person time and time?
Same
and
avatar.
Time again.
Yeah.
We love the story of a meteoric rise, and we also love the story of a catastrophic fall. And so I think there's an element of it where we have to ask ourselves the question corporately, as the body of Christ, how have we created this and made this the environment where this is almost the standard? If you have any level of talent and charisma, this thing is just going to blow up and become massive, and we love it, right? I think that's the really peculiar part, where it's so easy to point fingers at it, but it's like, well, who's attending these churches and going to these things? It's the church, right? It's the people, and we just keep creating the same cycle over and over and over again.
You remember when we were 28 years old?
Dude.
Like, bro, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and again, me and you have pretty rough testimonies.
Yeah.
You know, you were doing drugs, and you was out here wilding out. I was out, up until 17, I had a really rough upbringing. So maybe it would have been different if we were in a church. But, like, I couldn't imagine I'm going to be 38 on Saturday. You're 37 because you're a year younger than me, right?
I'm 34, dog.
Whoa!
I'm young. Yeah.
You're 34.
That's right. Yeah.
Gosh, I feel so old.
It's because you are.
I always thought you were like a year younger than me. I forgot you were
a couple of years.
4 years younger than me. What year did you graduate high school?
06.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So it's 3 years younger than me in high school years.
There you go.
In doggy years.
Yeah.
Okay. But could you imagine starting a church at 28?
No.
Like, you're 34, and it's like, wait, like, there's a lot of weight to this. I'm 37, about to be 38. I want nothing to do with ever starting a church, right? I would love to be a part of something and just be in someone's corner as someone's just coach or cheerleader. Like, I'm totally down for that. And hey, if you need me to preach occasionally, I'm down. I don't need to get paid. Yeah. But to want to start a church at 20 in your mid 20s, bro.
Yeah. Again, I think you bring up a good point, though. I think a lot of people, what happens in ministry is you just hit the ceiling really quickly. As a talented guy in any church organization, you hit a ceiling pretty quickly. And if you don't have good leaders around that can create margin for you in that organization, which again is hard to do, you start to realize there's not a ton of options for me, right? And most church plants, a lot of them, obviously they feel the prompting of God, but a big part of the prompting of God is like, well, I'm at a ceiling here, so how do I go and get out of the ceiling? I go and start my own thing. And so I think part of it is hey, we as the church can share the pulpit. Part of what I love about our senior pastor is he's very he's not holding on to the pulpit like it's his thing to do. He really has grown. The wild part about our church is for the last 5 or 6 years, we've been like the fastest growing church in Arizona, one of the fastest in the country. But we've also been a church for 22 years, right? And for 15 of those years, I wasn't even a part of it, but our senior pastor was preaching week in and week out, right? And kind of leading a church of 1,000 to 1,500 people in a level of obscurity. And so out of that, there was this healthy foundation that was built that I think we're now reaping the harvest of. But not everybody gets to do that. And, how the providence of God works and all of that is a wild thing. It's a 28 years, you're so ambitious.
You are, man. You are ambitious and you lack wisdom.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
It's literally the book of Ecclesiastes played out.
If you're a pastor in here, I want to hear from you guys. Like, some of you guys said you were lead pastoring at 25. Like, you planted a church at 25. I'm not saying there's not exceptions to the rule. I'm just saying, man, Jesus didn't start his earthly ministry until he was 30, and he was Jesus, bro. Like, this is Jesus. And you guys are starting churches at 25 and, like, rocking out for real? High school graduate, not go to college. But, Jonas, you are the head pastor. I'm not talking about youth ministry. I'm not talking about young adults ministry. I'm not talking about, right? I'm talking about you started your own church at 25. Please confirm that. That's wild to me. And how is it going? How is it going? You know, because here's my thing. Head pastor at 27. Okay, yeah, that's wild. Are you under covering a denominational? Like, are you SBC? Are you like did you get sent out, or did you just self-proclaim yourself to be a lead pastor of a church and just go?
Again, I think with good guardrails in place, with real accountability.
Yeah.
But the hard part, it's so easy to start something.
Yeah.
And just go out on your own, have some loose affiliation.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of organizations out there that are willing to throw money at church planters.
Oh yeah. Well, so, church rejuvenation, that was a thing too. Go and take over a church, take their building, their real estate, and redo it all. I think God can use that. I just think it's the exception and not the rule. And I think when you guys are like, I'm 25, I'm going to be a head pastor, I just go, all right, man.
Well, so the flip side right now too, the other side of the coin, just to kind of play devil's advocate, is we're also about to see, right? There's all of these baby boomer senior pastors right now that got saved in the Jesus movement that are all now getting ready to retire. And a lot of them have built pretty decently sized churches.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no succession plans in place.
And that's sad.
And there's no pastors that are running to take over these churches.
And I just go, what kind of pastor are you if there's no one you're training up underneath you to take this thing over?
Dude, it's way more common than you would.
Isn't that sad, though?
It's heartbreaking. Yeah. It's
like if you want to retire at 60, 65, even 70, and you have no young bucks around you that you've been pouring into for the past couple of years, that maybe you've sponsored to send them to Bible college or seminary, like, I don't know, man. That just sounds sad.
It's all too common because, again, it's the tension between the main communicator and the secondary communicator. Again, right now, I'm 20.
What's up, Daddy?
What's up?
What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be doing right now is showing you guys the best abilities and X Factor to run on your MUT 23 squad. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So just to let you guys know, as I'm going through the abilities, I always try to give you guys abilities that's easy accessible, meaning that I try to give you abilities that I know that at least most of the players are going to have and
yes,
that
sir.
actually work. And I'll also give you other abilities, like for instance, Drew Bledsoe. Not everyone can get him, and not every QB is going to be able to get Seth Lee right. But majority of these abilities that I'm going to show you guys, you should be able to get, and they actually work real well. So I'm going to go ahead and go through them for you guys real quick. So let me go ahead and start off with my QB, because a lot of you guys usually ask me where I run on him. So on Drew Bledsoe, I put dots, right? And to me, I love this X Factor because once it's activated, no matter what, he's going to have perfect passing. So that's what I like about it, and that's the one I've been using now. Then I put sideline deadline because it's perfect pass accuracy on throws outside the numbers. When I play solo battles and online, at times I do throw it to the side quite a bit here and there. So I want to make sure whenever I do, especially throwing to those corner routes, it's perfect, right? Because then what they're usually the hardest ones. In the inside, it's a little bit easier. On the outside, it's a lot harder. If he had the inside one, I probably would put it on him too, because he had that, I think, inside dead eye. But he don't have it. So
Hey, what's up? What's up, Marquise? My bad, man. I ain't even see. I ain't even looking at the main chat. What games you finna get into, man? I know you finna get on your ashes, remnant of ashes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Cooking. Already. What you cooking, bro? Look at her cooking some noodles. Somebody cooking. Chill out. Let me over there to somebody cooking some noodles. See, bro, I had to, dog. I had to, man. I couldn't no longer go through that, man. I was getting pissed off.
With Charles Davis as always, Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one.
Screw my computer up.
Ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his, your team's not going to win at all.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking in at the 3.
You
These
see me?
guys will get the
Nah, yeah, I am, but my camera ain't on. What's up? Yes, ma'am.
Two and a throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh my God, bro! I played myself. Good stuff. I played myself on that. I gotta quit playing. Man. It's gonna be a long day for me. Good stuff. Man, I played myself on that, bro. Goodness. And you called me peeking in the inside. Good stuff. Say, that D-Hog is fat. What's his speed? Like, what, 93? Whew. What, do you have any strategies on your team? Any strategy cards? Are you using those? Oh, okay. I got you. Jesus Christ. That's not how I wanted to start this game, though. Oh, I ain't put any of mine in. Oh my, what the hell? I thought I did a running play. I am tripping, bro. Let me get in the game, man. This dude is finna kill me, bro.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young got a man. It's Randy Moss complete.
I see you there watching Megatron, man. Get your eyes off Megatron, dog. I see you. I said, man, he over there lurking him, man. Oh, come on, Megatron. You didn't even go for the ball. It's a random guys that I'm playing. Z, shut up!
Even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Goodness. What the heck, bro? Middle wide the hell open.
19 yards on the pickup there.
Come on, hey.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
All right, come on. Let's hold. Hold him to a field goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal. Tua.
Good stuff. Just playing around with me, bro. Goodness.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
All right, come on, bro. Gotta redeem myself. Gotta redeem myself.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes those decisions can really cost you. That might have been what happened on that play.
Hey, what's going on, babe?
Nothing. What you doing?
Playing the game.
I have not done anything I need to do. I've been calling parents and looking at other teachers and stuff. It's just been a crazy day.
It has.
Yep.
Tired? So you tired?
I am tired, but I gotta go home. I think I'm gonna work out tonight. And then I'm gonna start doing it in the morning when my school starts at. And after that,
Oh, shh. God damn it. Okay. You say you gonna do what?
you need to go get off the phone.
Nah, you're all right.
I said I'm gonna start working out. And I'm gonna work out tonight.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I'm saying that now, but we'll see.
I don't know. I might do it in the morning.
Okay. How was your day?
It was okay. I spent a lot of time at the office, and then came home and did some work. It's been all right though.
Well, good.
So how long are you gonna stay?
I'm just not getting back to my room. Maybe about another hour. It should be maybe. Is that? Maybe I'll try to leave here about 6:15.
Right.
Okay, well,
I'll see you when you get here. Okay. All right, bud.
okay.
All right.
All right.
Nah, Marquise, I was on the phone. My bad.
And get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game.
Goodness, dude. I had to get something, bro, because you about to humiliate me, man. And I'm streaming, bro. I got my homeboy in here. He gonna talk about me at work. Man, I'm gonna try to make it competitive, man. You killing me right now. I can't stop your offense for nothing, man. I need to. Man, I suck right now. Oh, okay. Oh man, I think I did, man. I don't have none of my X factors on either. Goodness.
But even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Oh, why did I spin? I didn't have to spin.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Young running the option left, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second and goal, Young.
God, man. I hate I ain't got my abilities on, bro. I can't wait till halftime.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the length
What's up? Can you do what?
But that was tough
Yeah.
to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Here's Steve Young.
Haha, good blitz. Good blitz.
I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing.
No, dude. Hey, I gotta figure out how to beat that, man.
They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now here's Young. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are back.
Appreciate it. Oh, what the hell am I doing?
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself.
Nah, I had a play, but everything was coming towards you, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna test your user." And normally that's what I do. I'll do something idiotic like that. Right. You just got to be patient, man, and take what they give you. It's better to get a field goal or get something out of it. Oh, my God. Somebody better hit him. Jesus. Okay, I didn't get a fumble this time, so I need some help.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Good pass, boy. Damn good pass. I should have just stayed still, man. I was so dang nervous. It's ridiculous.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, taking advantage of it.
Setting the throw on 1st down is Tua.
Oh my God. Jesus! Why are you getting burnt like that? Who is that? Barber?
52 yards.
Come on, bro.
Harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done.
Yeah, they talk
All
about
that time.
A lot harder to stop, though,
Oh,
isn't
he
it?
hot
When you think
now.
of an explosive play, most
He's
offensive
hot
stats
now.
define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Good play. Good damn play. Good damn play. I put everybody to cover inside. Say that was a hell of a dot, man.
Extra point try good. The lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to
Dang, bro, you've been away for a minute, man. You just needed a break.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Yeah.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Okay. So, did you buy any cards, or you just had money for cards? So I see you got a couple of 95s.
As Strong showing their last time out, they scored a touchdown. But Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits. So you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best thing for them
Okay.
is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
Nice,
Go ahead and try
nice,
to
man.
repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Young's throw complete there to Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Young set to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's Young on first down.
Ah, bro, you went out there and helped out, bro. Dang it, man. Dude. Keep your eye. That's smart, though. That's smart. I should just went back to CJ 2K, man. I should just went back to him.
Their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity
92.
they weren't able to capitalize on, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take
Oh my God, I keep getting beat, bro. You just got speed, man. I can't. Ah.
37 yards.
Which he's free?
Opened up a very comfortable lead.
Oh, forget that. Which ones did you do?
The extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns.
Man, I'm burnt out of solos. So I got some friends that we all started doing them, and I did about 100, and I was done, man. I hate solos.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's
Oh.
tackled it to 15.
My homeboy mad at me right now. He said shaking my head.
Here the Vikings
My bad, bro. This dude is killing me, man.
and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these
Okay, CJ, you just gonna sit there and let him come hit me, huh?
In this situation, either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Right.
final play of the half. Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive
2
effort.
seconds. Man, I was in the game at first. I didn't get. I
An incompletion.
gave them damn lead. But you just really passed me off, man.
A final shot before break. Young out of his hands.
All right, come on, y'all. Let's come back. Oh, here we go.
We've hit
Here we
halftime.
go.
2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Finally, I can put on my X Factors. Hello, we're Dawkins. I didn't get to get the Dawkins.
Ready for number 3 alongside
Yeah, I purchased. I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube, man, under the same thing as my gamer tag. Yeah, I'm sure on both. I'm off and on, but I've been more active than I've been in a long time, man.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes
Oh, yeah, I see you. I see you, man. You keep lurking, dude. You need to mind your business, bro. Let me do what I got to do.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on the play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get
What's up, Jay? I got both of my homeboys in the stream watching me get slaughtered right now.
Third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they get points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now?
First game of the day. Okay, Mike. I see you, Mike. Stick with him.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
What the? What? I don't even know what happened to my defense.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Come on, Barber. Good play.
He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on all.
Barber should have put his hands in
They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
2 and a throw again.
Oh.
Tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28.
Appreciate it.
They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Man, those hoes be looking big. Them dudes go, man, they don't waste no time.
They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Young off the play fake. Caught by Gates, left side.
Gates, man, I need you to run faster than that,
And
bro.
that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They go play action. Young. And it's complete to Gates.
I need you to go do something else. I had to make you go. So what ability is that? How did you know I put him on the street? What ability? You got an identifier or something? Oh, okay.
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, and fight off some people and pick up the next.
Okay, Calvin. You wanted the ball, bro, and I got it to you.
Trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. That is caught. It's Keeper Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing. Young.
I had him. I should have just stayed. Gotta be freaking patient, bro.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Guys, and when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a
It's a no-fly zone.
Incomplete by Steve Young.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Young to throw on fourth.
Appreciate it.
He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. First down, Young.
Oh, that was Steve Young. That was Steve Young. That was not me. He threaded the needle on that one.
And the Vikings have gone back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Yeah, I know, man. What the heck is this? God, I missed my field goal. Whew.
And it's no good.
Hey, y'all come out to the door. It's almost dark anyway. Man, I'm in Dallas, man, Texas. Sun goes down around about 6:15, 6:30.
Taken in at the 3.
Okay, yeah.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown.
Oh my God, how you gonna? God, man. That speed, bro. I gotta, man. Ain't nothing I can do about that, bro. I just gotta play better coverage. Yes, there you go. Let's go, Haynes. It's about time you do what your ability tells you to do.
Just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big time drop.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
What you up to?
Two are going to tap this forward on the Jets. He is going to lose yardage here.
All right, we gotta get freaky now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are
Right.
back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation.
Oh God, man.
And come away with the interception.
Hey, what's up, babe?
Hey, can you
God damn it, man. What can I? What's that?
can you make me a baked potato
Okay.
when you get done with that game?
Okay.
Yes, you can send it. Thank you.
All right.
Big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure
God, bro.
in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Hey, don't go soft on me, man.
The offense back out there.
Hey,
at
don't
the
go soft on me.
next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They got the 3-score lead, but
Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. Dude, I am sick. Hey, Jay. London.
84 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
bro. All the damn distractions. Yeah, man. What the? They already outside. Killing me, bro.
Just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
He says, "I'm not quitting, bro. A lot of this stuff is my bad. I gotta learn from this, man. I never quit. Anybody that has played me or played with me, bro, you know I ain't finna quit. I'm gonna learn something in this game."
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to.
Nah, it's one of my homeboys talking about just quit. Nah, hell no, I ain't quitting.
The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of
And I hope you keep going hard.
It was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. It's a little bit over.
Ah, we're out of bounds. Goodness gracious.
Left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got first and 10 as they search for a late score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Play action now. Here's Steve Young.
Edrin James, you got to come on with it, boy. Boy, you big as hell, man. You let Fitzpatrick take you down like that.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get...
No. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
I did. You seen where I was going.
Unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. His first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Good play. Good play. What boy, you about to cover all those routes? Say you a sick dude, man. You almost did it. Oh, come on, Fitzpatrick. Fitzgerald. God dang it.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
I should have made the route shorter. That's my bad.
On other throws.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. To the air once more, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young with it, third and goal. Touchdown.
I did. I damn near messed that up. I was about to go somewhere else.
On the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
Ah!
That's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
Every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team.
All right, let's go. I'm still like, hey, try to score, man. Don't try to give me anything, man. Let's go.
No, you can't at
I gotta
all.
get my defense right.
Nothing else. Now you've put something that you're trying to practice.
That damn
right?
speed is what really killed me, man.
Into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And that was 10 yards.
Just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. Just continuing to torch this secondary today, CD. And on that throw, beating double coverage to do so.
Brandon, he's just playing with extreme confidence right now. I think he feels like if he put 11 guys in it, he'd find a way to get open.
I couldn't even get to him in time. I couldn't even get to the good stuff.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa.
There you go.
And the Vikings are going to take
Damn, 5 seconds. Man, don't give me the dub, man. I'm good, bro. I appreciate it. No, good game, bro. Good game, man. No, for sure, man. I'll see your friend request, man. For sure. Hey, yeah. Hey, go ahead. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, bro. Take care, man. You too, man. Oh, we leveled up, baby. What we got? Oh, what we got here? 10,000 coins. I'll take it. 15,000. I'll take it. And we got an AKA present. What we get? What we unwrapping? It's still Christmas. What we got? Man, are you kidding me? Oh, it's Reggie White, though. Hold on. How much that go for? We need that training because I'm down on training points. But let's see what Reggie go for, though. They ain't got a Reggie out there. Them boys ain't got a Reggie out there, man. What's upgrade him? He can't really do much. They don't even have a Reggie out there. What's set? He's not eligible for sets either. Hey, Diego's looking for y'all. Oh, okay. That boy gave me the win, man.
Daddy, you streaming?
Yeah.
The camera on?
Nah. That boy gave me the win. That's all good. That's all good. So what we doing? I appreciate that. What you gonna do?
Go outside.
You see how dark it is?
Yeah, but it's 5:58.
All right, when the street lights come on, you better be in the house, man.
Yes,
I didn't cut any of my X Factors on. What I was looking at? I was looking at this new Reggie White. So I'm gonna sell you, boy. Oh, he go for a smooth 17K. Well, no, we can go ahead and get that training up off of him. I'll take the training. Appreciate you, Reggie. Oh, you know what? You're right. My YouTube is under let's see. I think he want to watch YouTube. I'll be right back, man. I gotta fix my wife a baked potato real quick. Just go right here. All right, I'm back. Let me get a camera on, man. You guys, y'all ain't trying to see my face anyway. So if you're new to the channel, man, hit that follow button, man. And subscribe to me on YouTube and leave a like if you don't mind. So we out here playing. We ain't got nobody set up properly. Got Marquise hating on me.
Daddy, what you making?
That's from mommy, man. I gotta make her a baked potato. What you finna do? You can go back outside?
Mhm.
All right. That boy subbed to me, man. That feels good, man. I need to go ahead and get serious, man. Just gained a follower, man. That's real. And he subbed right when he said he was gonna do it. That's real. It gets no realer than that. I need to quit worrying about what other people say, man, and just do it, man. I appreciate that. That's love for real. Keep grinding. Say I will, man. I will, bro. Say since you, it's just hey, it's one guy that's saying it, man, but it means a lot to me. Like it's a million, bro. I am, man. I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't doing nothing else, man. I let him know you, man. You've motivated me, man, for real. Definitely keep grinding and use this. Keep grinding and use this message as a reminder. Appreciate it, man. Dude motivated me, man. For real. That's a real dude. That's a real one, man.